Yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Tower of Fantasy video. And in today's video, I just wanted to go over some things that you want to look out for if you're trying to build yourself as a healer. Now, up until now, really, most people have just been talking about crit and, just everyone's trying to be a DPS because, of course, obviously, everyone loves seeing the big damage numbers pop up on the screen. And to be honest, the game's been pretty easy up until now. Now we're on level 52 and man, the bosses are hitting harder, the mobs are hitting harder, and it's now time to start thinking about setting yourself up as, you're going to need DPSs in your team, you're going to need a tank, and you are going to start needing a healer. So I am basically setting myself up to be a healer in a group play. Now, of course, you can have multiple sets of gear if you really want to grind. I'm a free-to-play player, so yeah, I don't know. I'm probably just going to stick as a healer, as a support. When I'm running solo, as you can see here, I have Meryl, Nemesis, and Coco. The two staples are, for me, I've always got Nemesis, and I've also always got Coco's weapon up. Meryl is just when I'm solo, to obviously shatter the shields on my own. But when I go into team play, I then swap to this set where I've got Nemesis, Zero, and Coco. Full support, fully support. We've got the shields here from Zero. We've got obviously a lot of healing from Coco here, and then also a lot of healing, burst healing from Nemesis. Now, unfortunately, obviously because I haven't put any money into the game, I don't have any stars on my Nemesis, which would really help me out. I was lucky enough to get a 1-star on my Coco, and at the moment I don't have any stars on my Zero, but that's all good. So what we're going to talk about quickly is the gear. Now you want to we've just basically got to the point where we can now get legendary gear, so that's really good. But like I said, it's now getting very hard. So trying to get that legendary gear is going to be a grind. But basically, what I'm aiming to do is I want a lot of HP, because obviously there's no point in me being a healer if I get one shot by a boss mechanic. So I'm trying to get everything on my gear to have HP, and yes, it's going to have some attack, which of course is good, but mostly I want HP and I want resistances, to just because my job is just to stay alive so I can heal my team. So as you can see here, HP, attack, resistance, attack, and cross attack and attack. On here on the chest piece, again, resistance, HP, resistance, bolt attack, HP, and more resistance. On the bracers here, armbands, we've got more HP, more resistance, and some attack. This isn't obviously BIS gear yet. This will take a while to get it, obviously BIS, but that's fine. I'm just trying to show you guys my thought process on how to build up a healer in Tower Fantasy. So we've got resistance, more HP, we've got some attack, resistance, and attack here. And then of course on the gloves, crit is pretty much always on there. It doesn't matter about having crit as a healer. Obviously I still want to do some damage, because also I'll show you in a minute, the matrices, they can, your healing buffs can scale off your attack as well. So again, we've got attack, and some flame resistance here. And then on the legs, we've got more HP, like I said, more resistance, more HP. And obviously frost attack is going to be my main thing. And then again on the boots, now the boots can also run roll crit. But of course, like I said, I want HP, and as you can see, more resistance. So that's basically my thought process on my gear, and going forward I'm going to obviously, with the legendary gears, I want to roll HP, resistances, and then attack, and then of course if there's crit, then of course there's crit. So if we go to the weapons now and we go to the matrices, I keep calling them matrix for some reason, but yeah, matrices. For the Coco's weapon, we have I always get confused how to bring up. Right, here we go. So I'm rocking a 3-piece here, 3-piece set, because we're using a discharge skill. Using a discharge skill to switch to the current weapon grants 80 weapon charge. So that's obviously good. And of course, Coco's weapon has a fast charge rate as it is. And then of course, for Coco, I'm trying to get a Coco set. So because the 2-piece set here increases healing capability and healing received by 10, 12, 14, 16%. Now a 4-piece set, which I don't know how easy it's going to be for me to get that. But if you're putting money into the game, it might be a lot easier for you. But when you or your teammates are healed, it increases the attack rate by 12.5, 15, 17.5, and 20% for 6 seconds. That is huge. Now, when we go across to Coco, now this Zero, sorry, these matrices are not ideal. I don't want these on my Zero, but you want, of course, have Zero or have Pepper on there. So just bear that in mind. Mine is not. Don't worry about my Zero for now. And then on my Nemesis, I have a full set of Pepper because it gives you increased speed of obtaining weapon charge by 10%. So obviously, if I was to get more stars, then that's how you raise this number here. But yeah, basically, that's my thought process. This is obviously mostly for beginners, because if you've played the Chinese version, you obviously already know this. But this is for global people that have just started the game, and they're new to the game and they're thinking about becoming a healer. Just take those. Obviously, build. What I always want to say, and what I've said in many other games and other MMOs that have builds, no build, there isn't a build per se that is the best of, there is best in slot items, yes, best in slot gear for said role, but at the end of the day, it is a game, so play it, don't try to mid-max everything, play it, have some fun, and try things yourself, but just bear in mind what I've said about if you're going to try and be a healer or a tank role, your main focus is of course going to be HP, resistances, and then crit, attack and crit. So yeah, bear that in mind, because all the other videos and stuff out there lately I've seen is just all about getting crit, damage, see all the high damage numbers everywhere. So yeah, but anyway, I digress. I hope this helped you out. Leave me a comment down below. What role are you going to try to fill going down the line as we get into 2.0 and more harder content? And if this video has helped you in any way, please consider giving it a thumbs up and consider giving me subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Peace.